to, take care of what you get from me, or take care of your plan is enough where you're going to be comfortable paying back whatever you have and taking care of yourself. Furthermore, once you sell me with the pitch deck, right, if I'm interested from there, then the real part comes. I'm going to break down those financials, and that's where a lot of people lose me, right? So the pitch deck is just one thing. That's just the enticement. I have to look at those financials, and those financials have to tell me that you know how to manage a business, the finances of a business. I will be able to look at your balance sheet and everything to be comfortable doing the business with you, because we're about to put money into you, right? So I don't want to put money into you and then you go crazy. It all goes in your pocket, right? It goes in your pocket personally, not into your business. So I want to see how you manage your business in the past, and that's your books. It's graded audited books, but they don't have to be. If you're asking for more money, I advise you to have audited books. Right? If it's 500 or less, 500,000 or less, then maybe not so much. But if you're looking for a significant amount of money, you better come with some audited balance sheets, audited books, financials, and everything.
We got to get him first.
Well, for anyone.
Listen. All right, so we're gonna wrap this up. For when evaluating small business applications, so how important is personal credit? Sorry, no answer, but I'm still like I said, how important is it for personal credit and securing capital? What are the minimum score requirements, and what specific is your institution doing right now? So, Jasmine, I'm looking at you because we've had a conversation, and I have money and I don't have the people to apply. so just make sure that you guys include that information when you guys are wrapping this up. Maybe we'll start with you.
So the first thing, let me speak on the credit score. So your operational cycle, the mix of loans and credit cards that you have to help you decide on the overall application of your loan. So your personal guarantor, a lot of people don't think about that because they want to assume that it's just a business credit score. No, you do have to look at the personal because that personal is guaranteeing the loan, right? And they look at the mix of it. But I also would share, when you're thinking about the overall, when you're presenting the loan package analysis, picture, the best I give you, tell your story. Your application is your story about you. So your credit score, your analysis, your operation analysis, your industry, all the above is your story. Tell the underwriter your story. Okay? Thank you.
I'm going to be very frank. Most business owners forget the law which is show your work. Everybody up here has said the same. We've all said the same thing from the mayor's panel to access to and shaking the hand. Right? Because you are the person behind your business owner. You got to tell your personal story. Typically, that story is told on your credit bureau, right? Who you've done business with and how well you've managed that relationship. On the business side, we are looking at what? Profit and loss, your balance sheet, your cash flow statement. But all of that is predicated on what? Is this person running away from their shortcomings on their personal profile and trying to move into the business space, right? So you have to have a balance between the two. That's what we talk about when you talk about the minimum credit score. It is a sliding scale, right? I've got some pretty decent friends, right? And there's a guy who played in the NBA, he's a legend, he's withstood. But he used to tell you, when I was in high school, when I was in college, my credit score was in the single digits. But nobody cared about that. And the reason why was because at the end of the day, I showed my balance sheet. Y'all understand what I'm saying there? So if your financials are strong, your credit can be what? A little bit more marginal. But if your credit is high and your financials are strong, now you have the opportunity to tell a real story, right? And so what did my man say? In private equity, what do you do? You can pitch me all day. You can sound very good. You can be, preaching a sermon on the mountain. At the end of the day, I'm looking for proof. And so what I tell business owners, whether you just got started or whether you've been in the business for a while, treat your business like loan division. You gotta be willing to show your work. And your work shows up in how much you know about your industry. How many people are out there competing with you doing the same exact thing? You don't think that that comes into play when you're sitting down in front of somebody from a procurement perspective? They're looking at everybody, and everybody who's applying for that RFP, guess what? They're all in your industry. So what sets you apart? Your financials. Y'all follow me? So when we think about lending, I always tell people, make sure that you're telling your story. Yes, you've got to tell your personal story, but your business also has to tell its own story as well. And so I think that that's probably going to be the most important thing.
Yep, absolutely. So, I will repeat what the additional part that I'll add to that when we think about, obviously, you've got to be able to tell but also prove exactly what